Okay, I'm going to show you how to use this interactive to explore the lines of symmetry in two-dimensional shapes. So before we get started, let's kind of take a look at all the features of this interactive. I know this symbol, I've seen it before, the two arrows that go around in a circle. That's a reset button, meaning that anytime I'm in the middle of this, I want to go back to the beginning, I can just click that button and it will take me back to the beginning of the slide. Okay, over here, there's a slider. And as I move the slider to the right, I see that two things happen. The number up here changes and also the shape changes. Over here, there's a place for me to write in the number of lines. I'm not sure what that means yet. Here is a shape called the original shape. It has a blue dotted line that does not move no matter where I click on it. Over to the right, we see a figure called folding along axis. And there's a dotted blue line here as well, and there's a red dot that when I click on, I can move it, and I see that when I move the line on my folded along the axis shape, the line on my original shape moves exactly identically the same as well. So let's get started by reading the directions. It says move the red dot, well, this is black, but I'm going to assume that's the one they mean, to simulate folding shape along various axes. So this line must also be called an axis. When the folded parts sits perfectly on top, all edges are matching, then the fold line is a line of symmetry. To check it out, write the number of lines and click on Enter. Okay, well, this then is my axis. I have to see if I can put this in a position that will form a line of symmetry so that when I fold this shape over that line, they will match or fit together perfectly. And I can check right now and see that this line that's here is not a line of symmetry. These two shapes do not fit over each other. They do line up along this edge, but not along this edge or this edge. And I can even see that they are two different shapes. This shape has 4 sides, so it's a quadrilateral, and this shape has 3 sides, so it's a triangle. Now, I want to make sure that there are no lines here that when folded over will be a line of symmetry. So I'm going to go ahead and move this line counterclockwise or opposite of the way the hands move on an analog clock. And I'm looking and I don't see edges matching up or any of the images fitting perfectly on top of each other. Even, this is where I started, so I do not think there are any lines of symmetry. So I'm going to put a 0 in there, then I'm going to hit enter, and it says I'm correct. It says that this is a scalene triangle. Now remember, the scalene triangle is a triangle with 3 sides of different lengths. It has 0 lines of symmetry. It isn't a reflection or line symmetric shape. Okay, so I can click on there, and now I can go ahead and go to image 2, and I look at this one and I see, oh, here we go. These are matching already up perfectly. Here these edges match and this edge matches, and of course this is the folding line right here, so it is an edge and that matches. Both of these figures are triangles and they're both fitting perfectly. So that's a line of symmetry. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start rotating by moving to the left, and nothing's matching, or the edges aren't matching, they're not sitting perfectly on top of each other. Oh, there we go. Here we go. Okay, that looks like it's another line of symmetry, but if I look over here, that's the exact same line that I had when I started. So that's not another line of symmetry. That's still one line of symmetry. So far I have one line of symmetry. I'm going to go ahead and continue. Boom, boom, boom. Nothing's matching, nothing's matching. All right, here I am back where I started, and again, that's that same line. So I'm going to write the number of lines in right here as 1. Enter, I am correct. This is an isosceles triangle, and we remember an isosceles triangle is a triangle that has 2 equal sides. That isosceles triangle has one line of symmetry. Okay, go ahead and try the rest yourself. If you run into any trouble, please remember that you can always contact your teacher and meet her in Jigsaw and go over this lesson with her. Good luck, and I hope that you have fun using the interactive.